Hi everyone, I welcome you all to our tech podcast series. And today I am back again with the yet another podcast. Now, you already know me, I'm Chavi, your podcast of the day. Today we have a very special guest with us who has some amazing experience about the product, content, community, and the marketing side. Now you would be thinking, who's that one person? So today to address about a lot of amazing things and the trends, we have Sana with us, who is the CCO and Assistant Director at Rizzle. So, with that note, I would be very happy to welcome you, Sana, in our today's podcast. How are you doing?
Thank you, Chavi, for so much of brief. I think you put it simple, concise, but yeah, you covered all the points. I am doing great and I'm glad to be here. And I hope I give too much insight in the content marketing industry and the technology industry that we see some people reaching out to you and asking more questions ahead.
That's great. Thanks a lot. So before starting up with anything, would love to know that how you started and like when I say that a person is into a lot of stuff who knows about community, product, marketing. So it means you keep yourself updated with all the trends. So would love to know how is it possible and how you keep yourself updated with these trends and all things.
I think, fortunately, whoever is in the startup, right, had that experience of doing everything, even when they do not have like experience of that education. To start off with, my educational background was I am an engineering student. Then I pursued MBA, and then I did my law. I know very diverse skill set, but. When I joined my first job, it was I was the first employee in that company. So when you are the first employee, you need to do everything. Even if you don't know anything about that stuff, you need to learn. So I think that was very fortunate, and in the early career, that I was lucky to have handled many genres of positions, whether you talk about SEO, whether you talk about content writing, you talk about marketing, or even from the product perspective. And fortunately, I say that I've been very very lucky that I was always in the correct industry at the correct time. So I think when startups was booming, I was in the T Hub, that happens to be one of the world's largest innovation center here in Hyderabad. So I was working at T Hub. Post that, e-commerce was booming, I was with Grabon. And when SaaS was booming, I was with Now Floats. And when content creation was booming, and just started, and that I wouldn't say that content creation even started, it was the phase that we know that it'll start. I think I associated myself with Rizzle. So I think that I've been very lucky that I've seen all the eras, successful eras, whether you say e-commerce, SaaS, and then you talk about the content creation or creator economy era. So I've been fortunate, and thanks to the startup experience I had, and I was always the early joiner in most of the startups. So because of that, I had a chance to associate myself not just with content and marketing, that is my expertise, but also in product, because when you're an early joiner, you have a lot of say. And then when your say becomes a not just, I would say, when you start giving logical answers, or logical explanation or so, it just becomes very easy for them to accept you as a product person, right, when you think logically from a framework perspective. So I think I've been very fortunate that way, to be in startups that were like, okay, you can multitask, go multitask.
I can totally feel that thing when you said multitasking, and obviously there's a lot of things that you have in your hand when you're working with the marketing, product, community, and a lot of things. So before starting up with any like technical thing, I wanted to understand that how like when you are working with so many verticals, the community, marketing, and the product, like how you manage everything at same time, because you have to keep yourself updated with the trends. You have to like you can't miss any small detail, because it's very much important for you to keep yourself updated with all those. So wanted to understand how you do that.
I think a very right question, that you need to keep upskilling yourself, and there's no harm to upskill yourself from the team member that you've been leading to. There are a lot of times you are leading a team, and somebody very much junior has a lot of insights so I'm a person who communicates a lot with cross functional teams, within my team, and talks a lot and understands, because there are times that you do not know stuff, and when you have a lot on the plate, you cannot finish that plate and then be like, okay, let me just check out a new menu. So that's how I think communication is the key for me. So I keep communicating. Sometimes when you do not have the time to go upskill yourself via courses or something, you can upskill yourself with the people who have that speciality in that area, right? So speak to those people. I constantly speak, take opinions, and that's something that I used to do. And when you're saying about how do you catch up on cross functional team, again I will say communication, because I communicate, and a long communication, I have a I think it's a good habit for me. I make a pointer in the sheet, or whether it's a Notion, whether it's Google Sheet. I have a pointer that this is something that we discussed, this is the progress, and making sure that everything is detailed in that sheet, so that whenever somebody is not available, I do not have to bug and ask where is the progress. I can see that right in front of my eyes. So I think communication is the key for everything. Firstly, to learn, upskill from anybody, because today I'm talking to you, there are a lot of things that I might take away while I'm communicating with you. So that's the way I upskill myself. Other than there are a lot of courses. If I get some free time, I don't mind taking up some course. But yeah, communication is something that I prefer to learn from people. And yeah, and maintaining detailed notes, so that I don't miss pointers, I understand. And that's something that not just in the I think I've been fortunate that whoever I worked with maintained proper progress reports, so that if I do not know and I'm joining the project in middle, I still can catch up. So that way, yeah.
I understand. So we can say that documentation is the most important thing.
Yeah, we can totally say that.
That's great, actually, amazing to know. Now, moving further with that, as we are talking about a lot of things, one thing that everyone is talking, that is artificial intelligence, which is currently in the boom. So, like, if I'll mix artificial intelligence and content creation, as everyone is talking that okay, content creation is now being so easy with the use of these AI tools or bots, we can say, like ChatGPT and all. What is your take on this? That how AI is like helping in the content creation part, or is it a boon?
It is definitely a boon. It's definitely a boon. Okay, for a lot of people. Think from a per se that how big is creator economy. 4 5 years ago, there was nothing called creators, right? And we've seen a boom of creator economy happen, right? And I think there is something huge when it comes to creator economy, and with AI it's just like a added advantage. But the creator or anybody needs to know the right way of using artificial intelligence, right? Artificial intelligence is just like a sword in your hand that you are going to win the battle, right? So more or less, AI is here to help, and you need to understand in whichever area you are. I think yesterday I was just going through this website that is called that's, I think, if I correctly remember, there is an AI for that.com. So that is an AI search engine. So you want to find any AI. It's about chatting, it's about content creation, it's about just more or less drawing anything, or Figma file, a replacement for Figma in AI. everything is available. So I'm just trying to say that, uh, the world is going to see a new generation of entrepreneurship. Okay, and we've already seen that. And for every entrepreneur, there'll be a lot of solopreneurs happening. And to that solopreneurs, you need technology. And that advanced tool of technology is AI. AI is not just going to help content creators, because business is also going to be a content creator. Because eventually, if they have to sell anything, or if they have to show the audience anything, they need to create content. And for that, they need AI. They cannot be like, okay, I'm going to sit and make explainer videos, I'm going to do this. No, that is something that AI is going to totally do it for you. So it's about the right usage. There are a lot of people who are threatened by the AI technology, saying that, oh, AI is going to take your jobs. No, AI is not going to take your jobs. Person who knows how to use AI is going to take your job.
How? Like, I want to now understand this. You said that person who knows AI will take your job.
Yeah.
How?
See, if imagine, every company would want anything in quantity and quality, right? Right. Okay, cool. We agree on that. Now, if I am a person, okay, there, let's talk about pure blog writing, pure content creation, ideas, and all of it. If I am a person, there is something called creative block that happens to general writers. And general writers can also not like sit in, um, think about it, I strategize it, and then write 1,000 word article. It takes a lot, 3 to 4 days of research for that 1,000 word article to come out, generally, for most of the beautiful content writers. So when a person who knows AI but also has a knowledge of content writing compared to a traditional content writer comes into picture, that person is going to use AI to do the mind magic, to find topics, to find the keywords, to find all of that. Everything is automated. All that person needs to do is write content. Now, that is also something that, platforms like ChatGPT, Copy.ai, every of that platform is going to give you. Now let's talk about, a lot of people are also talking about ethical and non-ethical stuff, right? Yeah, I understand that, ethical. So when the bot is writing your content, you as a human per se editor are going to put a lot of perspective to that. You are going to structure your article, and when the ChatGPT gives you a version, or Copy.ai gives you a version, you just take it, edit it, and structure it according to your per se. And then there are a lot of AI tools that will also check for plagiarism. Okay. uh, Something that we are talking about, okay, there is a lot of plagiarism because of this AI tool. There are AI tools that check whether there is it plagiarized, and then you just have to structure it, add a human touch, and you publish. How much do you think this would take? If I am articulating somewhere around 1 to 2 articles in a day, and a traditional content writer is going to do it 2 in a week, who would a company choose?
I
So
get.
I'm just trying to say that, no, AI will not. AI is if I have to say, AI is only going to do the job what you say. Will not take your job and be like, okay, I just want to be like Sana and I'll do stuff. No, that I think we've not evolved that that fast yet, and I think we will, but not at this moment. So I'm just trying to say it's going to, and also AI is adapting more or less how you feed content, right? It's not about AI. What AI is generating to you will be generated to me, because it's adapting my style. It's taking a lot of my way of writing a question is totally different of your way of writing a question and asking for that answer and taking. So adaptability of style also comes into picture. So I think AI is Boon, And especially let's talk about content creation, right? Video content creator. Okay. Have we not seen the era where TikTok was there and everybody was dancing and everybody was like, oh, what is this cringe and all of that? And but what happened, people realized that fame happened with this short video form of content, and I want to leverage the short video form of content. And then came the whole set of categories like infotainment, entertainment, podcast, short video podcast kind of things, and then they came a series, and all of that happened. So now if you see, everybody is grouped in that way, but you need new topic for people to come to you and watch your kind of content. And sometimes you will have a block and you're like, okay, I'm done in this genre, how do I find more topics, and what can I explore? That is what AI is going to do it for you. AI is going to write a script for you. Ki, what do you want it to be like? Everything of that sort. I think I was seeing a video yesterday or this week, I don't remember. It just says that write a script, thinking that I am a XYZ person lost in a desert, and you've given that bullet points, and the story pointers are so precise and concise that I think we are just focusing on content creation, and we are just focusing on how AI is going to be used. I'm thinking that the entertainment industry, movies that are going to be made, I believe somewhere down the lane AI is also going to be developed in such sense that the script writers and all of these creative people will use this technology to enhance their skills. So I believe AI is going to be an enhancer. Don't think it like is it going to take my job? What's it? How has WhatsApp made your life easy just by being introduced? And there were days where you need to recharge at 100 rupees pack, and then per day you had only 100 rupees as a limit. And I think 2014 was the time. I remember because I still was in my college
I think we
days, and
used to actually play with that MB and GB value thing, that okay, let's like add 100 MB of data. Let's add that. I can understand that.
yeah. And what did WhatsApp do? We are always on our phone. There were times that we were never on our phones. There was something now technology has enhanced that. Parents were worried about where are kids, where are they. Now you do not have to, because the technology has enhanced the ability for a solution to be jot down, right? So similarly, AI is only going to enhance what you have as a skill, and it's definitely a boon, rather than how how people are like saying that, okay, this is very tragic and all of that. No, it's a boon, and only if you know the right way to use AI.
Exactly, that was so true, and I completely agree with this. That yeah, it's a boon, and people should understand how to utilize it, because obviously, when it comes to content creators as well, if content writers, copywriters, or anyone, we would say there's a blockage that come one point, and right. So it helps you to understand and to like go over to that blockage part, and let's build some new ideas. Let's work on it. So that was really great, and if I talk about these things according to you, if I talk about the impact, right? So in that case, how it will help in like creating the impact when it comes to the distribution and the monetization part of the content, if I could work on that.
Impact, let me just take an example of one AI tool. You've heard of ChatGPT, right? You've heard, and I think most of the people who are going to watch this video, once in their these 3 to 4 months, they've used ChatGPT, okay, once at least. So I'm just trying to say that impact is so high with just that AI tool, and I'm not going to go deep down there. I think I myself have a sheet where I have like 200 AI tools that I think I should use. I can literally legit share, and I think I'm planning to, make a tweet and then share this access to everybody. The reason is those. So I'm just trying to say, I'm just talking about one Chat GPT, and Chat GPT's impact is so. I think they're spending 1 to 2 crores a day because of that high usage. So you know what impact it has left, because everybody wants to simplify their tasks, right? So on an impact per se, I believe that any AI tool is going to leave a long lasting impact, because users are going to become more or less like dependent on AI, okay, which is in a way good and in a way bad. But they are going to be dependent because they want to simplify their tasks. So let's talk about how to so I'm not sure if you've heard about adapt.ai. Okay, so adapt.ai is like, if I just tell adapt.ai, go fill my sheets with profit column, go fill my sheet with my loss column, it will do my job, rather than me sitting for 15-20 minutes and doing it. So I'm just trying to say that the impact will be very high because people are going to use it. And unfortunately, because the world is in a recession mode, or you know a mode where everybody is being laid off and all of that activity, these tools are going to make a lot of people who upskill themselves. It's not going to be not everybody is lucky. It's also about how quickly you adapt to the technology and upskill yourself. For them, it's going to become very easy, because you're going to find new models of how to monetize yourself. And when you're talking about how is the monetization going to happen, right, you had this question that with this whole AI technology, how can you monetize now? You can take up, a lot of people are going to take up a lot of freelance job, right? And a lot of freelance will be like, make UI UX website, make graphic design, make content, right? And all of these, right? If I tell you all of this has AI, it's just that people are not people are not aware about these availability. And you sit and do a 10-minute job, and imagine you do 10,000 such job in 1 week. How much are you going to make? You're going to make. It's all about monetization. Now let's talk about AI that's going to convert short videos, a summarization into a video, and then you post it on.
YouTube.
Yeah, post it on YouTube. Will you not monetize via YouTube? You will. So I
It will.
think, yeah, it's also about, a lot of people are going to use, there'll be a new era where people are using those videos to have it like a green screen, and they're like, oh, this is my opinion about this topic. Let's just talk about what's happening. There's a world wide situation where, sorry, there is a disaster that happened in Turkey, I think yesterday or day before yesterday. Now, everybody's posting on Instagram saying that, please donate and all of that. Now, imagine if that is summarized via AI, and you're using that as a green screen, and then being telling that, I have donated myself and this is how you do it. You're actually personalizing it to your audience. Will you not monetize over that content? You will. It's all about how you will. There'll be a lot of people who will become news anchors, or more or less people who are going to give opinionated blogs, or more or less from the video as well as content per se, using AI modules, and that is going to give you a monetization channel. Along with that comes, there are places like Upwork. There are many places where you can freelance. There are places that companies are looking for agencies who can help them with mini graphic design, because they think that graphic design imagine you have a 20 to 30% of graphic design skill, but AI is doing your 90% job. You just have to do that 20%, and you're monetizing over your skill and the skill of how to use AI.
That was really great and insightful at the same time. I really loved it, and the discussion was so great. Like, we covered so amazing points in this podcast, and also I would say to this viewers to, yeah, don't forget to connect with Sana. I've dropped her socials in the description below. The knowledge that we just shared, and also especially the conversation we had was so productive. So with that note, thank you so much, Sana, for joining in for the today's podcast. I really loved hosting you today.
Thank you so much, Chavi. I had good fun talking technology, and I think a lot of your viewers get chance to use all of these AI tools and start monetizing as quickly as they can, because I am also looking to monetize over these AI tools. So yeah, thank you.
Exactly. Why not? Because this is something that we can do, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, and this doesn't come under any kind of unethical moonlight policy. So go for
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh, thank you so much, Sana. It was really fun and great, and I'm pretty much sure the viewers would also love it. And also, for the viewers, stay tuned for such amazing podcasts like these. I'll be back again with such an amazing podcast. So till then, see ya. Have a good day. Bye
Bye.
bye.